Hey guys! So yeah, today I wanted to make a video on my New Year's resolution because it is December 28th, so slowly getting closer to the end of 2012, so I thought I should make my New Year's resolution video just like I did last year. I have all of them written on my phone right here, and I finally figured out what the problem is with New Year's resolutions and why everyone doesn't complete them. So this is my theory behind it. I think people make their New Year's resolution way too vague and they don't really know where to start. So my New Year's resolutions this year are very specific. So they might be like, whoa, that's so weird, but it makes sense all up here. So just saying, I don't actually expect on completing these. I mean, like, I just did what I did last year. I just threw a bunch of them so that way if I complete one or two, it's like, yeah, I did something. Just like last year I made my video, and I will link the video in the description of me last year, and I picked like 8 and then I only did like 2, but I did 2, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to tell you my resolutions for this year, and then at the end of the video I'll tell you what mine were last year and if I complete them or not. Okay, so my first resolution is to study for Spanish because I don't study for Spanish even though it's really bad. Like my Spanish teacher, she gives us little tests and quizzes every week, and they're always like vocab stuff, and that's really easy stuff that if I actually study I can do good on. But like in my mind I'm just like, it's just Spanish, like no big deal. And then the Spanish test will come and then I'll get like an 80. I'm just like, damn, because if I studied for that I would have done so much better. So I actually start studying for that class. My second one is to get my priorities straight, and for me that means doing homework as soon as you get home, because I don't do that, like, at all. Like, I wait until it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm just like, I have to do homework, because, no, it's not fun. Like, I'll go home, and then I'll be like, ooh, I want to practice my clarinet. And then I'll do that for, like, 2 hours. And then I'll be like, oh, time to eat dinner now. And then it'll be, like, 8 o'clock, and I'll be like, I have to do homework. And sometimes it's even later. So I want to get my priorities straight and do homework, like, as soon as I get home. But I don't know if that's going to work, but I will try. So my third one is to limit Instagram, because I go on that thing so many times a day, it's ridiculous. Like, I will literally just scroll through pictures and go on like 12 times a day. And that's the same thing for YouTube, but with YouTube I can't give that up. So I'm not going to give up Instagram, I'm going to limit it. I put a limit on myself. For during weekdays I can only go on 4 times a day, which is a big step for me. But on weekends, I don't care, I can go on 24/7, but on weekdays, 4 times. And I also think that that will help with schoolwork and stuff. That's why I'm doing specific things, like limiting this, getting rid of this, you know. My fourth one is also a school-related one. It is no listening to music or YouTube while doing homework. So I cannot do homework without listening to music, and it is not a good thing, because I always have headphones in and I'm listening to music and I'm doing my math homework, so in my head it'll be like, ah, screaming and music, and like then I'm trying to focus and be like, math homework, and like if I'm trying to read something and music is screaming in my ears, blasting, it's not gonna work out. So I need to stop that. And also that goes for YouTube, because YouTube is also kind of like music. Like, I'll just be listening to YouTube stuff, like watching a video and doing homework, and I need to stop that. My fifth one is really funny. I wrote down stop being a bitch because I want to stop being mean to my sister, even though she's really annoying. But, I mean, I'm a pretty nice person, I like to think. But when it comes to siblings, little siblings, it's so easy. They make it too easy. But I want to stop being kind of mean to her, because she's really nice to me. But she's really annoying, and she gets me in trouble a lot. But I'm going to start being nicer to her, because I'm a good person. Next one. What number is this? Number 6 is I wanna read more, even though I said this last year and it didn't work out. But I want to read at least 10 books. And last year I did a book every month. I said I wanted to do it, but that didn't happen. But this one, I'm just doing 10 books throughout the whole year on my own for fun. And I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but, you know, maybe I'll give it a shot one day. And my 7th one, my last one, is to learn how to make candy. I want to learn a new skill. Like, last year I learned a new skill. Last year I learned how to write shorthand, which I think is pretty cool. But this year I want to learn a new skill, and I want to learn how to make candy. And if you don't know what candy is, And this is candy. My friend made me this bracelet. It's like, candy is like beads that you make into like a pattern, and it's like a bracelet. And this is a cat. Do you see it? It's got like the nose and the eyes and the whiskers and the ears. And I want to learn how to do this because I've been interested in these kind of bracelets, but I never knew how to make them. And see? It's a cat! My friend tried to teach me how to make one, and it came out like this. And it looks all gross and deformed. Do you see how bad that looks? Ugh. So those are all my 7 New Year's resolutions, and now if you want you could leave the video, but if you want to know my ones from last year, stay watching. My first one for 2011 was to get stronger, and that failed. And to do 10 push-ups a day, which also failed. Second one was to get fluent in Spanish. Didn't happen. Third was to start writing again. Didn't happen again. 4 was to learn shorthand. That did happen. I can do that. I'm gonna write something. Yay! I wrote hi YouTube, it's Danielle. So I can do that now. It's a skill. 5th one was to get better at clarinet. I think that one came true because I didn't improve. My 6th one was to stop cracking my knuckles. Yeah, that didn't work. If anything, I do it more now. Like all the time. 7th one was to read more. Didn't happen. Last one was to get chores and stick to them. That didn't happen either. So yeah, that's all my resolutions for 2013 and for 2012. So yeah, that's all my New Year's resolutions, and I hope you guys make some. If you do, leave them in the comment. If you want, you can watch my one from last year. I look like a completely different person last year, but if you want, you can watch it. Link is in the description. And yeah, okay, bye!